This next young lady is fantastic. You might have seen her on the Late Late Show. I love her. One of my favorites. Give it up for Masha Tivyan, please.
We're gonna party pretty hard tonight, folks. Have you noticed how since the movie came out, not one baby has been named Yento? I have 362 movies in my Netflix queue. If you don't mind, we could knock out Brewster's Millions right now. There's a distillery in Scotland providing a centuries-old recipe for 184 proof whiskey. 184 proof. After one sip, your scrotum unwrinkles and falls off. These are tough times. I was down at the San Diego Zoo. Have you ever seen a panther spray his nutsack? Liquid literally shoots out the back of his balls. The panther paces back and forth, spraying his nutsack. That's how they mark their territory. You pay admission for that. It's remarkable. As you may have guessed, in Scotland, panthers don't drink the whiskey. You gotta look alive out there. I was down at the Long Beach Aquarium to check out the anemone. They're in the touch for yourself area. So I asked the flunky 14-year-old slack-jawed attendant if I could stick my finger in the anemone's mouth. And he said, sure, that's also its anus. Great, saves me a trip. Tough times we're living in. I was reading about these silly birds named cowbirds. And a cowbird will lay an egg in a foreign bird's nest. And when the baby cowbird hatches, it eats all the food the surrogate mother brings. And the other baby birds in the nest go hungry and die. And this is an example of why normal birds are stupid. I mean, they act like they don't know what's going on. It's not like this big-ass intrusive cowbird is hiding in the next room with the door closed and the blinds drawn. If I was a bird living in a nest, and an overgrown greedy cowbird arrived to my home and ate all my food, I'd step up. Gather my siblings in a huddle, wait for night to fall, then roll out the ultimate weapon. The cowbird guillotine. These are tough times, folks. When I go to the bakery to buy some pastries, I insist on being charged the day-old price because I'm not going to eat them until tomorrow. While I'm getting my teeth cleaned, I like to look my dentist straight in the eye, and then I wink. That lets them know I know. I consider Randy a black name. So tough times. I recently shat in the shower. and forgot to move it. And my boyfriend found it. So the next morning he's like, "Hey Masha, did you forget something?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Baby, why don't you come on up here?" And I'm like, "Sugar lips, I'm frying up some flapjacks." He's like, "Buttercup, just come on up." And I'm like, "Muffin, I don't want this bacon to burn." And he's like, "Get up here." So I go to him and have a look, and all I can say is, "Wow, look at that." That's one of those things in life that doesn't take care of itself. You have to physically pick up and move your own shit. In court, it's called disposing of the evidence. The real question, though, is not did I shit in the shower, but do I shit in the shower? These are tough times. More women are in prison these days. They're throwing down the hammer and shitting in the shower. I was up in Mammoth. That place is so overcrowded with punk-ass little bitches. You're constantly glancing back to make sure no one's about to take you out. I saw one guy skiing pretty aggressively for someone with no legs. I think by that point you've thrown in the towel. If this guy's in a collision, what does he have to fear? A dislocated finger? Oh, TK's here. Any more? Okay. I think restaurants should implement a more efficient system for dropping off the bill at the end of the night, depending on how the rest of the evening is likely to progress. Instead of motioning to your waiter, "Check please, check please." If it's gonna be a busy night, how about check please? Check please. And if it's gonna be a lonely night, check please. Check please. And if it's gonna be a banner night, that would allow our waitstaff to prioritize. Thank you so much.